I lay on my back, staring at the ceiling. For the 100th time this morning, I reminded myself that I only had a few hours left. You know that feeling, the strange heaviness that comes when you realize you're moving into a new home with a new family, a new building full of different faces. A new room. A new life. The thought twisted inside me, filling me with fear and anxiety, making my stomach churn. That fear of being accepted or rejected. That fear of being the outsider again. I never wanted to leave this place, but I have to, for the sake of Mother Teresa. I kept staring at the ceiling as thoughts preyed on my mind, wondering what it would feel like to belong to a family. To know what life was like outside the orphanage walls. My chest tightened as I imagined it, when suddenly my alarm screamed at me. I sighed, rubbing away the tiredness from my eyes, letting out a hiss of frustration. My body felt heavy, reluctant, but I forced myself to sit up. Hope you're getting ready, Addie. The couple already called to say they'll be here in an hour. Mother Teresa's voice carried from the hallway, warm but firm. I'm on it, Mother, I called back. I reached for my small kit, arranging it neatly in a stack before sliding it into the side zip of my luggage. Everything else was already packed. I had spent the entire night making sure my things were prepared, folded, and tucked away. Yawning, I swung my legs off the side of the bed. Cold air rushed over my skin, goosebumps breaking out along my arms and running up my back. I shivered, hugging myself before pushing to my feet. The closet, I pulled out the last pair of jeans I had set aside for this day. A simple green t-shirt and my gray hoodie. I wanted comfort, but more importantly, I wanted to stay covered. I slipped into the shower, letting the lukewarm water slide down my face, washing away the sleepless night. For a moment, I just stood there, trying to steady my breathing. Trying not to think too much. When I finished, I dressed quickly. Sliding on my shoes, I moved to the mirror, tugging the hood over my head. I turned side to side, making sure the hoodie hung loose enough to cover the tattoo etched on my back. Chloe, I whispered. I'm here, Addie, came the faint reply from within me. My reflection stared back at me, one face but two voices. We're set to leave, I said softly. Moving to our new home. You remember the rules. Do not show up unless I tell you to. Sure. I got that, Chloe replied, her tone firm, steady. I took a breath, pressing my palms against the sink, and nodded at myself in the mirror. Grabbing my luggage and backpack, I slid the door open and paused. I turned back one last time, staring at my small room, the worn sheets, the cracked walls, the place that had been both prison and shelter. My throat tightened. I slammed the door shut behind me before the tears could fall. Don't you dare, Chloe muttered inside me. Remember the rules. No crying. I know, I whispered back. Dragging my heavy luggage down the hall, I stopped at Mother Teresa's office door. My hand hovered for a moment before I knocked gently. Come in, child, her voice called warmly from inside. I pushed the door open. Good morning, Mother, I said quietly. There you are, she smiled, her white teeth flashing. Come, sit. I obeyed, perching on the chair across from her desk. Silence lingered for a moment, heavy but comforting, until she cleared her throat. Like I told you, the couple will be here soon. Remember everything I taught you, Addie? Yes, Mother. I've got them stored right here. I tapped my temple, grinning playfully, which made her chuckle. That's good to hear. Always be a good girl and always in your best behavior. Of course, Mother. As if on cue, the office door slid open again, and in stepped the couple. A beautiful man and woman, both in their mid-40s, their faces kind but unreadable. My heart skipped. I think it will be nice if I introduced myself. My name is Addison. People call me Addie. I don't have a surname, not yet. Maybe soon. I came to this orphanage without knowing who my parents were or what they looked like. Maybe I never had any. Mother Teresa never told me how I ended up here. Growing up in an orphanage isn't easy. Sometimes I felt invisible, anxious, like I didn't belong. Families came and went, choosing others. Not me. My friends, those my age, were adopted one by one, leaving me behind. Now I'm 17. And today, for the first time, I'm leaving. Not because I want to, but because I have to. Mother Teresa said the weight was too much. Too many mouths to feed. And being the good girl I've always tried to be, I agreed. Maybe, just maybe, this new life will be different. But deep inside me, I know I'm not like the others. And no matter how much I hide it, the secret I carry could change everything. To be continued. Thanks for joining us at Mimie's Stories, where imagination turn alive. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Do well to hit the notification bell so you'll always be notified when the next tale begins. Until then, keep the stories alive.